Hey guys, real quick before we start this video, I just wanted to mention if you have an iPhone 12 Pro Max and you're interested in this Arnold Commando iPhone case, stick around till the end of the video. I'm going to be giving away one of these. Again, this is only for the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the 6.7 inch. I'll talk more about it later, but stay tuned till the end if you want to win one. What is going on, guys? As you can see today, got my mom's 2005 Ford Escape here, and the battery is dead. So we're going to show you how to replace the battery today. This should cover from 2001 or 2002, whenever this body style started, all the way to, I believe it's 05. And it may cover the Mazda Tributes as well. So if you have a Mazda Tribute, pay attention. It should be similar steps. We're going to start by popping the hood, and we'll prop it up. And then you can see our battery right here. The Die Hard has died hard. Now the first step is going to be to locate your positive and negative. You see here the red is the positive, the black is the negative or ground. We're going to disconnect the ground first, and the reason for that is if you disconnect the positive first and you still have a ground and you're loosening your ground and your ratchet touches the positive post, you can still cause issues, as where if you disconnect the ground first and you're loosening this one and you accidentally touch something metal and ground, nothing will happen. So always disconnect the ground first and hook it up last. In this instance, both of these look like they're either a 5/16 or 8mm socket we're going to use, or a wrench to loosen that bolt and this bolt. Don't have to take them all the way off, just enough so that this unpinches a bit. All right, so here we are loosening the ground. I'm using an 8mm, but like I said, you can use a 5/16, and that should be just about enough. Like I said, we don't need to go all the way out. At this point, you should be able to kind of wiggle it and lift off of the post. If you've got some corrosion here, you're having troubles getting it off, try loosening it a little bit more. You may have to get like a screwdriver or a pry bar underneath it and try to pry up on it as you're wiggling. They can get stuck on there pretty good depending on how gross these are. Also, now is a really good time. These ones are in pretty good shape, but if you have a lot of corrosion on your battery terminals, you should either clean them or replace them. I'll post a couple of battery terminal kits and cleaning kits down below. I'm not going to show that in this video since these are okay, but we're going to continue now. Shove this out of the way so it doesn't make contact with this, and we're going to also remove this one. Same size socket. All right, and now the only thing keeping the battery in is these two. There's a stud here with a nut on it, and there's another one right here. Those look like they are going to be a 10mm. If your hold down studs and nuts are very rusty, I recommend heating it up with like a butane torch or using some penetrating lube. You don't want to snap these, otherwise you will have to replace this hold down, whichever ones break. Like I said, 10mm. Not the greatest condition, but she's coming. And get ready for the hold down to fall down as soon as you take this nut off. So I'm going to hold it with my middle finger and take the nut off with my other fingers. Set the nut on the battery, and I'm just going to... I guess it holds itself in place there, but if this little plastic tab there is broken, then it would fall down, so just use caution. Should be able to just kind of fling this one off to the side. If you have to, you can loosen this one as well. But then after that, should be able to lift the battery right on out of there. Now, typically I recommend pulling your old battery out, then going to get your new battery. That way you can match it up and make sure you're getting the right battery. And also there's typically a $5 or $10 core that they're going to charge you until you bring the old battery back. So this way you can do it all at once. You can look at the cold cranking amps rating, and there's typically something that says group with a number next to it and tell you what group battery it is, which is like what size or setup battery it is. I don't really see it. Well, it says C22 here, but that might just be the Die Hard part number. All right, so I ended up just getting this Group 90 from Fleet Farm. It's a Road Runner, 72-month warranty, 24-month free replacement. What are you? And Yeah, I think it was about 130 bucks, 120 bucks after the core was returned. So make sure you remove any plastic coverings like this from the terminals before you hook up your cables. You can leave them for installing the battery, but don't forget to take them off. So right here we see a positive, and our positive cable is actually on the left there, so I have to spin this around and then we'll finagle it down in there. Remember how I was saying to be careful with that battery hold down? Well, guess what? It fell down. Got it. Let's try this again. Just kind of clicks up into place like that. Now, gotta fold our handle down. Actually, I have to turn mine around. I messed up. The hook, you can see it's crooked here. The hook has to be rotated. Goes this way. There we go. That looks better. Now, this battery might be slightly taller or shorter than the old one, so we may have to go tighter or not as tight as it used to be. Kind of be dependent on the battery. All right, there we go. It doesn't have to be anything too extremely tight. Don't want to strip these out or break them, but you also don't want the battery flying around, so we're good there. Now we can remove the plastic covering from the positive if you have one. Mine did not. Reinstall our cable after cleaning it if yours is dirty, and you may have to kind of shimmy it while pushing down. It should pretty much be flush with the terminal here on the top, just like that. And we're gonna go ahead and snug that up with our 5/16 or 8mm. Make sure your cables are positioned so they're not gonna be chafing on your intake boot or anything. And then don't over tighten this. You'll see the gap right here narrow, and you just want to be able to not be able to wiggle it when you try to wiggle it. That's probably good right there. Yep. All right, now we can remove this plastic cover, reinstall the ground. A little bit of electrical noise will happen. That's normal. Make sure your key is off when you're doing this, by the way. I should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video, but have your key off and out of the ignition, everything shut off. So now wiggle that on and we'll snug this connector up. See, now either my terminal's a little weak or I went too tight. You can see right here on the bottom, it cracked. So this is gonna have to get replaced now. Luckily, they're pretty easy to replace on these, and it still has the upper band here, which is making good contact. It's not loose, so we're good for now. I'll come back at another time to change that. I'll probably make a video on changing out the ends now. So with everything hooked up, all the trash out from under the hood, we can go ahead and lower it. Go ahead and try to start the thing. Ta-da-da-da! And that's how you change the battery on your early 2000s Ford Escape. Make sure you hit that like button if this video helped you out. Subscribe for more videos like this. Comment down below with any questions. Make sure to check me out on the socials. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. All right, guys, so back to the phone case giveaway. This is from the Best Cased store on Etsy. I ordered one of these for my 11 Pro Max, and I liked it. I'm an Arnold fan. I think this is pretty awesome, especially with the 3 cameras, the bazooka setup. It's pretty funny. How can you not have it, right? So I ordered one for my 12 Pro Max when I got it, and they had a couple issues at the beginning where the volume knob slot was not big enough, so they kept sending me new ones until they got it figured out. I was kind of their little test mule. So I got one on my phone I'm keeping, and I do have one more of the current good ones with the bigger slot like this so you can access the volume switch that I am going to be giving away, leave a comment down below saying that you want to enter to win the phone case. Just mention the phone case in your comment, and I will take every comment that mentions the phone case, throw them in a queue, and pick and see who wins, and I will send it to you for free. I do have 2 more of these to give away, but they are the older versions where this hole is not as big. So I will be giving those away at a different time, but first I'm going to give away the good one. So, and I did talk with the owner there, and he did say that all the new ones come with the bigger cutout here. So this issue is resolved. If you would rather purchase your own on their store, I'll put the link down in the video description. But again, just comment about the Arnold phone case down below, and I will enter you to win this. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Check me out on all my socials, and have a great day.